It's so refreshing when something defies expectation. What's up, everybody? So, I recently finished this new series on Netflix called His and Hers, starring John Bernthal and Tessa Thompson. And it's a six-episode limited series that absolutely blew my mind. You know, the basic premise, it's a thriller suspense. And the basic premise is that a woman is found dead, stabbed to death many, many times, and it's in a small town, and things begin to unravel, secrets being uncovered, uh, scores being settled, so to speak. And it's kind of one of those things that you've seen many, many times in these kind of limited murder mystery type of shows. But I think the X factor is absolutely John Bernthal and Tessa Thompson. Their First of all, their acting skills individually have always been impressive. I mean, even in the Marvel movies, Tessa Thompson kind of um, sets herself apart from a lot of the other actors that are in those movies. And John Bernthal is just one of my favorite working actors right now. I put him right up there with Jake Gyllenhaal, Ryan Gosling, Christian Bale. I don't think he's gotten the opportunities maybe that some of those guys have gotten, but as far as just acting ability, I put him right up there with anybody. And the thing that I'm always worried about when you put two great actors together is what is that dynamic going to be like? And man, their chemistry is incredible. They play an estranged couple, and the reasons for their estrangement and how they try and reconcile their issues, they're heart-wrenching, they're incredibly emotional, they're just gripping in every single way, and the murder mystery aspect of it, it's really interesting and it really unfolds in, I think, a really timely way. One of the things that I said when I watched the final episode to my wife, because she's the one that, she finished it before I did, and she's like, "Oh no, you got to watch the last episode." And one of the things I was thankful for was that I didn't check my watch, I didn't check the time. I don't even know where my phone was at the time, but I was so enthralled that obvious things that can happen and that did happen, I was completely blown away by. It's, you know, every single episode really builds and teases to the next one in just the right way. It's not one of those the cliffhangers after every episode that is overtly obvious, but it does tell the story enough that, okay, let's see how it continues to unfold. There is one particular moment, one particular event that happens, and you're like, no, I have to watch the next episode. But really, it's a nice slow build until the end. It's really methodical. So the pacing of this is stellar. Absolutely incredible. It doesn't rush at any moment. It doesn't slow down at any moment. The pace is just right. It hits that Goldilocks zone that I really love. And I don't want to give away too much, you know what I mean? But the way in which the events unfold that link back to past memories, past traumas, and how basically, as the old saying goes, the chickens come home to roost. Um, it's all handled in such a great way. And by the end of it, like that last angle, that last camera shot that you see, it's shocking. Um, It feels instinctual almost. I'll say this, especially if you're a parent, particularly a mother. If you are a mother that has really embraced that role like to the nth degree, you absolutely understand why that last shot is what it is, the way it turned out. That's all I'm going to say. I highly recommend it. You can watch this in 2 days, maybe even one day if you don't have to get up early the next morning and you can sleep in. Definitely check this out. It's worth every single minute. And here's to hoping both of these guys do something that is, you know, way above, you know, their level, um, as far as their status in Hollywood. I know that they've both done Marvel things. I know that they've both done really, really great movies, but I feel like there are levels to this game, in Hollywood, and I hope this helps them level up because they absolutely deserve it. Anyways, what about you guys? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Smash that like button, give me a follow, and I'll see you guys next time.